and bike crash and two young men. The pony, I tell you, so them seriously injured. We have a Toyota Vaxi right over here. You can look, the police there here. So we have a Toyota Vaxi. We mash up. One of the most brutal accidents I've ever seen. One of the youth foot, the bone chopped right in the. Why are some my general? Respect, yeah man. People, let me tell you, say serious. That is the bus. And this. Let me tell you, say you're good man, just hold him man, you're good man, you're make him man.
I'll make you man.
You're good man, don't worry yourself about that. Gone already, just you feel the pain, you have to just hold it general. Hold it. My name?
Say name Romario.
Just hold it, me Dan.
Yeah, I forgot.
Dan, you have to fight for your life, just hold it. Hold it man, hold it. What go on?
I want to brother.
No, I don't know them. I try to call them when I get them.
Yeah, but that way.
Them a come. Just go and hold it. Them a come. You are going to make it, brother. Just hold it. You are going to make it. You have to just hold the pain.
Yeah.
Just hold it. You have to make it. You have to fight for your life.
Oh, my good man, I'm not like that, my father.
But you can't stand up on the foot.
No,
And that man I tell you, so you can't do. Don't force it. Yo, your foot, I can't heal back, man. You don't have no problem. Just hold it, brother. Just hold it.
No, spin over.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. This one is called The Madness and Mayhem on the Road continues once again. A night or so ago in a place called Lucy Hanover, Flint River to be specific, based on the information that I am getting. Multi-bike vehicle accident. I saw at least two persons laying on the ground. One of them was pretty much out of here, gone to the afterlife. The next one, like you heard, was in immense pain. His foot, just above the ankle, maybe a couple of inches above the ankle, was broken off, separated. Even when the people might tell him, say, hold on a minute, lay down, don't get up, he was still not listening to the people trying to get up, even with that foot pretty much gone. I doubt with the best specialists in a Jamaica, which we don't have, and even overseas, that foot is never going to walk again like it once did. Maybe it can be reattached, but I don't think that it is going to be effective. There lies the problem. Hard ears make for a soft ass. You and I know that these roads in Jamaica, they are poorly lit. However, what compounds the problem is the fact that a lot of these persons like for speed. Mad bat out of hell syndrome, I call it. And then they go around the corner, not seeing anything, blind corner, taking risks as if they are playing some sort of video game. The difference with video game and real life is that you can press reset in the video game. In a real life, people are actually getting injured. People are actually losing their life. Will they learn from this? No, because like I said before, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. This is a recipe for disaster: the bad road, the bad mentality, the bad driving. It leads to a couple of places, destination doom, meaning the afterlife. Such is the case as it pertains to this, point blank and period. This one is called Fake It Till You Make It. Such is the case of one Alex Ming. Alex Ming was charged on the 3rd of March 2025. Those charges include possession of prohibited weapon and impersonation of a police officer. Based on information, it is said that a police vehicle was on routine patrol. When they observed a vehicle acting as if he was police, speeding and blinking away in a very dangerous manner, it is said that a chase ensued. The police pulled over the vehicle that was acting very erratic on the road. When they checked that vehicle, they realized that that vehicle was not registered to the commissioner office, meaning the JCF. The person that they stopped, he came out of the vehicle, he had on a felt hat or some sorts of hats with the JCF logo. He was in a blue denim with the JCF logo, Jamaica Constabulary Force, and a white scarf, just like you see right here. It is said that he was asked for his identification to prove that he was actually a JCF officer. However, that information or identification badge was not forthcoming. It is said that he was taken into the custody of the police at the Constant Spring police station. The vehicle in which he was driving was also seized. An imitation firearm was also taken off his possession, which the police saw bulging in his waist. Now, people, here's the thing. If the police did not suspect that this man was a madman, a Looney Tune, more than likely they would have given him 2 pieces in the cranium or the chest and took him out of here. The moral of the story is this man, whichever side of the bed he slept on, well, he's going to be in the cell. So don't think that that is possible. He should thank his lucky star that he is actually alive. And the fact that him kind of Looney Tune might have been what saved him. The police could not take him serious as any sorts of gunman, even though he had an imitation tool. Had he been taken seriously, the story might have read a different way. He might have ended up in a different location, destination doom. May I talk about the graveyards. The good thing is that the police took him off the roads because this man is not only a danger, a menace to society, but also a danger to himself. Hopefully, he will get the medical treatment. He will go to the proper place, the proper perspective, as in Bellevue, take his medication and be put on some sorts of prescription. Hopefully, family member will get a hold of him and put him where he needs to be, Bellevue Central, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the JLP, Jamaica Labour Party, is in celebratory mode. I guess for 2025, there's been a 30% reduction in the takeaway of lives. I think 57, don't quote me. So we see Security Justice Minister Dr. Horace Chang came out in a little frilly skirt and in pom-pom, and he is jumping up and he is making a bold prediction. He is giving us hope like Dr. Martin Luther King 2.0. He is saying that based on the job that the security force is putting in, and we have to give credit where credit is due, we are going to be able to sleep with our doors and windows open once again. Once again, like I've always said, a promise is a comfort to a fool. Once again, we heard that all before. Have you been sleeping with your doors and windows open? Not me. In America, probably. In a Jamaica, top-gated community. However, as soon as I go through my door, I lock it like my paranoid, like I want it. 24 hours security everywhere. All sorts of archive, all sorts of security team in the neighborhood. However, I still would not take that risk. What happened to the mid people? What happened to the people living at the garrison? I am sure that they are not doing it also. Unless, of course, they're mad and believe anything that people tell them. So the Security Justice Minister, whoever he is, Dr. Horace Chang, came out and he's saying that, well, take a listen to exactly what he has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Soon you can sleep with the door open and take off the burger bar. Oh, surely right. And across Jamaica, today we are 30% behind last year. Because in the month of February, for the first time in recorded history of crime, and that we will do it, we have 47 murders across the whole island. 47, the lowest in over 25 years. Up today, we have taken steps to control the space. You cooperate with this police force, work with them. You will find that not only the murder rate go down and down as it is right now because they're strength and organization, they're getting the murderers. But they want to see good order. People of Jamaica say the right party to run the government for the next 5 years is the Labour Party. And they notice that? In other words, Jamaicans are saying the best person to run the country is Andrew Holness.
So people, you heard what the good old doctor, not whole doctor, had to say. Sleep with your door open. Sleep with your window open. If you live overseas, come back home. Now when you safe like Jamaica. Because 2025 alone is going to be the watermark. It is going to show you what is going to happen in the immediate future, near future, mid-future, whatever you want to call it. People, I would not list to that based on what we've heard in the last year, based on what we've seen in the last months, based on what we've seen in the last week or whatever. This is just this is just a term in which, yes, like I said, we have to give credit to the police and the credit to the management of the country, security, and the commissioner of police, the new commissioner, Dr. Blake. They are not playing. They are going out there and they are getting rid of the bad guys more than we've ever seen. It seems as if Adam 2.0 is Blake 1.0. I want you to also take a listen to what your Prime Minister Andrew Holness has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
With only one murder in St. James, one in St. Elizabeth, one in Hanover, and 0 in Trelawney. While we are seeing the positive results of these efforts in the continuing decline in homicide rates, continued oversight and reinforcement of the value of restraint are key to sustaining these gains. Our security forces must have the monopoly on the use of force on behalf of the state, and our security officers must therefore strive in every interaction with the public to demonstrate they can be entrusted with this responsibility. At the same time, however, criminal elements must understand that regardless of what kind of firepower they may have, they stand no chance against a highly trained constabulary that has the country behind it.
So people, you heard what the Prime Minister has to say. This is the dawning of a new day. Pretty much is the impression that he's trying to give us. Crime is down, and yes, it is down. And yes, we should be elated. Now, people, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or rain on Andrew Holness and his Justice or Security Minister's parade. But the last time that I checked, the last survey that was done about the world's highest homicide rate, Jamaica was ranked first. Jamaica was first with 53.3 per 100,000. Then there was St. Vincent's and the Grenadine. Then there was Trinidad and Tobago. Then there was St. Lucia. Then there was Honduras, South Africa, Bahamas, St. Kitts and Nevis, Belize, and then Ecuador. It is not good to be the worst. It is good to be the best. However, it is not good to have the highest homicide rate and have your Prime Minister and your Security Minister bragging and boasting. Calm the FUCK down. If we can get a fall, if we can get an improvement, if we can get a win by any means, if it's even half a point, 1 point, a win is a win is a win. We should be in celebratory mode. However, like I've always said, premature celebration is worse than premature ejaculation. That means don't come too fast, because in this case, we might even go too fast. People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you buying the words of your Security Minister, Justice Minister, Dr. Horace Chang? Are you believing Mr. Andrew Holness after those bold predictions, I think back in 2016? Don't quote me on the date. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a story that I spoke about a young man that lost his life. His name is Stefan. He is from St. Elizabeth. He operates a car dealership in a St. Elizabeth. 26-year-old Stefan. Some people call him Brandon. Now people at age 26-year-old operating a car dealership selling expensive European vehicles such as Mercedes-Benz, Range Rover. It means that is either you come from a wealthy family or you built that wealth. You have some sorts of cryptocurrency, you have some sorts of trading company, or you're probably involved in some sorts of illicit business. I think that is the case as it pertains to this young man. So pretty much the story is that he was off Constant Spring Road in one of those vehicles with the blue plates when some men on a bike roll up, blaze him up a couple of times, riddle the car with bullet also his body. Him try to make a drive away, ended up at the gas station down the street. This all occurred at the intersection of Dunrobin Avenue and Constant Spring Road, right by Phil's Hardware and that gas station right there. He was pretty much taken out on the spot. He was rushed to the hospital. However, too late was the call. Now, people, when I made my first video, I said, more than likely, this has to do with some sort of shaky, illicit business. Such is the case. The police have confirmed that the motive behind this is because of some dispute over the proceeds of lottery scamming money. Somebody was not pleased and they made their feelings be known and took away his feelings. Now, people, here's a fact as it pertains to lottery scamming, Western Union, MoneyGram and stuff. Those are not the ways in which they are transferring the money anymore. These people are either buying vehicles, high-end vehicles overseas, then them ship them down, pay for them in a cash overseas. People don't really care. The truth and the fact is that if you buy a vehicle in America, anything that is in excess of $10,000 you're supposed to contact the IRS, or the dealer is supposed to contact the IRS. So what people do, them pay less than $10,000, them go back and then put an next 8, them go back and then put an next 5, and then they pay one of those brokers in a Jamaica, customs broker, and those brokers clear the vehicle. When the vehicle come, they either rent these vehicles, sell back these vehicles to their partners who are partners in crime, in an illicit trade. However, sometimes these people that have the link to buy the vehicle and then bring the vehicle in America, the people that are involved in the lottery scamming, give them their money, them take their money and them turn it and they don't pay the people back their money, or they're not keeping their end of the deal. I think that this was one of those cases where the deal went way, way left and Mr. Stefan lost his life. As soon as I get some more pertinent information as to exactly why and how, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.